Welcome to the English Masterclass. Today, we will learn how to speak smartly in English. Many people can understand English, but when they speak, they use only simple words. This makes them sound weak or boring. The good news is that you can change this. By learning smart word choices, you can sound confident, clear, and fluent. Speaking smartly does not mean using very difficult words. It means using better words in place of basic ones. For example, instead of saying very good, you can say excellent. Instead of saying very bad, you can say terrible. These are simple changes, but they make a big difference. People will notice that your English sounds smarter right away. Think of your words like tools. If you only have weak tools, you cannot build something strong. But if you have the right tools, you can build anything. In the same way, smart words are strong tools. They make your speech powerful. When you use them, people listen more carefully and you feel more confident. In this video, I will share many smart word swaps with you. I will also give you examples so you can practice them in daily life. Do not try to learn everything in one day. Take a few smart words, practice them in real sentences, and then slowly add more. This way, your English will grow step by step and it will stay strong in your memory. Let us start with some simple swaps. Instead of saying very good, try excellent. Imagine you eat delicious food. Do not just say it was very good, say it was excellent. This makes your sentence sound smart and natural. If you keep practicing this, your mouth will get used to the smart word. Now think about very bad. Many learners always say it is very bad, but a smarter way is to say it is terrible. For example, the weather is terrible today. This one word shows strong feeling and it makes you sound more fluent. Practice saying it a few times. The traffic is terrible. The movie was terrible. My headache is terrible. These sentences will train your mouth to use the smart word. Let us try another one. Very tired. People use it all the time. But there is a better word, exhausted. If you say, I am exhausted, people will know you are really tired. It is short, smart, and natural. Practice with me. After work, I was exhausted. He looks exhausted after the game. We were exhausted after the trip. These sentences will train your mouth to use the smart word. Let us try another one. Very hungry. A smarter way is starving. Imagine you have not eaten all day. Instead of saying, I am very hungry, say, I am starving. This one word is strong and common in daily English. Example, I am starving, let's eat now. She was starving after class. We were starving after the long walk. Now let's look at very happy. The smart word is thrilled. For example, I was thrilled to see my friend. She is thrilled about the news. They were thrilled with the results. This word shows deep happiness and it makes your English sound more natural. Practice it out loud a few times so your mouth remembers. See how easy this is? We are not learning new grammar. We are only replacing weak words with strong ones. That is the key to speaking smartly in English. Each time you replace a weak word with a strong one, your English grows. People will notice the change and you will feel more proud of your speech. Here is one more example. Instead of saying very small, you can say tiny. For example, the baby has tiny hands. We live in a tiny village. He bought a tiny phone for his kid. This word is short and simple, but it makes your sentence smarter. Keep repeating it until it feels natural. Now think about very big. The smarter word is huge. For example, that building is huge. She got a huge promotion. It was a huge mistake. This word is easy to say and easy to remember. Practice it in your daily life. Soon you will stop saying very big and will use huge instead. We can also replace very fast. A smarter way is rapid. For example, he made rapid progress. The train is rapid. Technology changes at a rapid speed. This word is often used in daily English and business English. Try practicing it today. Another weak word is very slow. A smarter option is sluggish. For example, I feel sluggish in the morning. The internet was sluggish. The team was sluggish after the long break. It sounds natural and shows that your English is smarter. Let's go to feelings. Instead of very scared, say terrified. For example, she was terrified of the dark. I was terrified during the storm. They were terrified by the movie. This word shows strong emotion and sounds natural. Practice it now. Terrified, terrified, terrified. For very clean, you can use spotless. For example, the hotel room was spotless. She keeps her house spotless. His shirt was spotless. This word is smart and often used in daily English. Replace very clean with spotless whenever you can. Now think about very dirty. A smarter word is filthy. For example, the kitchen was filthy. His clothes were filthy after work. The streets were filthy after the party. This one word makes your English sound stronger and more fluent. Another weak phrase is very loud. A smarter word is deafening. For example, the music was deafening. The crowd made a deafening sound. The noise outside was deafening. This single word is powerful and makes you sound like a smart speaker. Try repeating it. Deafening, deafening, deafening. For very quiet, you can use silent. For example, the class was silent. He stood silent in the room. The forest was silent at night. This word is short, simple, and smart. Replace very quiet with silent, and your English will sound more natural. Now let's try very angry. A stronger word is furious. For example, she was furious at the mistake. He looked furious when he heard the news. They were furious about the delay. This word shows strong feeling and is easy to remember. Practice it until it feels natural. Now for very surprised, you can use shocked. For example, I was shocked to hear the news. She looked shocked when she saw the bill. He was shocked by the results. This one word is more powerful than two. That is why it makes you sound smart. Let us go to very funny. The smarter word is hilarious. For example, the joke was hilarious. She told a hilarious story. That movie was hilarious. This word is common and sounds natural in conversation. If you use it, people will enjoy your English more. For very sad, you can use heartbroken. For example, she was heartbroken after the loss. He felt heartbroken when his team lost. They were heartbroken by the news. This word is full of emotion and sounds strong. Replace very sad with heartbroken whenever you can. Now think about very smart. A better word is brilliant. For example, she is a brilliant student. He gave a brilliant answer. That idea was brilliant. This word is often used in English and makes your speech more professional. Practice using it daily. For very stupid, you can use foolish. For example, it was a foolish mistake. He acted foolish in class. They made a foolish choice. This word is polite but still strong. It makes you sound smarter than saying very stupid. Let us try very cold. A better word is freezing. For example, it is freezing outside. The water is freezing. We were freezing at the match. This word is simple and common. People use it every day, so it makes your English sound natural. Now let's look at very hot. A smart replacement is boiling. For example, the soup is boiling. The weather is boiling hot today. He was boiling with anger. This word is short and easy to use. Practice it with real sentences. Now for very nice, a smarter option is wonderful. For example, she is a wonderful person. It was a wonderful trip. They live in a wonderful place. This word is more polite and professional than very nice. Use it when you want to sound kind and smart. Now let's replace very important. A better word is crucial. For example, it is crucial to study. Sleep is crucial for health. This step is crucial for success. This word is common in academic and business English. It makes you sound confident and professional.
For very useful, you can use valuable. For example, the book was valuable for my studies. She gave me valuable advice. Time is valuable. This word shows smart choice and is easy to use. Practice it in your speech. Now let's change very beautiful. A better word is gorgeous. For example, she looked gorgeous in the dress. The view was gorgeous. That flower is gorgeous. This word is strong and common in daily English. People use it to sound natural. For very ugly, a smarter option is hideous. For example, the monster was hideous. That design is hideous. He wore a hideous outfit. This word is sharp and makes your English more expressive. Practice it in different sentences.
Now let us try very expensive. A smart word is costly. For example, that phone is costly. It was a costly mistake. The dress was too costly. This word is short and easy to use. It sounds smarter than just saying very expensive. For very cheap, you can use affordable. For example, the food was affordable. He found an affordable house. The plan is affordable for everyone. This word is positive and polite. It makes your English sound more professional. Another one is very fast. Instead of saying that, you can use swift. For example, she gave a swift reply. The bird made a swift move. He took swift action. This word is smart and makes your English sound smoother. For very slow, you can say gradual. For example, there was a gradual change. The recovery was gradual. He made gradual progress. This word sounds professional and natural in daily use. Try practicing it today. Now let us think about very strong. A better word is powerful. For example, the storm was powerful. She gave a powerful speech. He is a powerful player. This word is easy to say and makes your speech stronger. For very weak, you can say fragile. For example, the glass is fragile. He looks fragile after the illness. Their plan was fragile. This word sounds smart and is used often in daily English. Replace very weak with fragile when you can. Now let us look at very dirty. A stronger word is messy. For example, the room was messy. Her desk is messy. My hair looks messy. This word is easy to say and is common in spoken English. Practice it to sound natural. Finally, let us talk about very easy. A smart replacement is simple. For example, the lesson was simple. Her plan is simple. That game is simple. This word is easy to use and sounds natural in conversation. Speaking smartly in English is not about knowing hundreds of words. It is about choosing better words for common ideas. By making these small swaps, your English will sound smarter, more confident, and more fluent. Practice them daily until they feel natural in your mouth. Remember, do not try to learn all of them at once. Take 5 smart words today, practice them in sentences, and repeat them out loud. Tomorrow, take 5 more. Step by step, your vocabulary will grow, and your English will become powerful. This is the end of part 1. In the next part, we will learn even more smart swaps and practice methods that will help you speak like a confident English speaker. Stay with me and let's grow together. In part 1, we learned how to replace very plus word with smarter, shorter words. That was your first step to speaking with confidence. In this part, we will go deeper. We will focus on smart phrases, daily expressions, and practice tips that can make your English sound clear, natural, and powerful. The truth is, smart English is not about using hard words. It is about using the right words at the right time. If your words are simple but clear, people will understand you better. If your words are polite but strong, people will respect you more. That is the secret to speaking smartly. Let us start with greetings. Many people always say, "How are you?" But smart English speakers can say more. You can ask, "How's it going?" Or, "How have you been?" These are natural phrases. They make your English sound less robotic and more friendly. When someone asks you how you are, you don't always have to say, "I'm fine."
Instead, you can say, I'm doing well, or I'm good, thanks, or I've been great. These phrases are short, simple, and sound smarter than repeating I'm fine every time. Now let us talk about agreeing with someone. Many learners only say, yes. But in Smart English, you can use phrases like, exactly, that's right, or I agree with you. These small changes make your conversation more natural and less basic. When you disagree, you don't have to say, no, you're wrong. That can sound rude. Instead, say, I don't think so, or I see it differently, or I'm not sure about that. These phrases are polite but strong. They help you disagree smartly. Now let us practice showing interest in conversation. If someone tells you a story, don't just say, okay. You can say, that's interesting, or really? Or wow, I didn't know that. These phrases make you sound more alive in conversation. People will enjoy talking to you. Now let's learn some smart phrases for giving your opinion. Instead of only saying, I think, you can say, in my opinion, from my point of view, or as far as I know. These are small changes, but they make you sound confident and clear. When you want to sound more polite, you can replace I want with I would like. For example, instead of saying I want water, say I would like some water. This is simple, but it shows respect. Smart speakers know when to use polite forms. For asking questions, don't always use the same style. Instead of, can you help me? You can say, could you give me a hand? Or, would you mind helping me? These are normal, everyday ways to ask politely. They will make your English sound smoother. Now let us move to phrases for showing understanding. If you understand someone, don't just say, okay. You can say, I see what you mean, or that makes sense, or I get it now. These phrases show that you are truly listening and understanding. When you need more time to think, don't just stay silent. Use smart fillers like, let me think. That's a good question. Or, well, actually. These give you a few seconds to organize your thoughts while still sounding confident. Sometimes you may not know the answer. Instead of saying, I don't know, you can say, I'm not sure, or that's something I'll have to check, or I'll find out. These are smarter and keep the conversation flowing in a polite way. Now, let us look at ways to end a conversation smartly. Instead of only saying bye, you can say, take care, or see you soon, or talk to you later. These are short, simple phrases that sound warmer and smarter than just bye. Another tip is to learn short idioms or expressions. For example, instead of saying, I'm very happy, you can say, I'm on cloud 9. Instead of, it's very easy, you can say, it's a piece of cake. These expressions make your English colorful and smart. But remember, don't overuse idioms. Use them naturally, like salt in food. Too much can sound strange. Just learn 2 or 3 at a time. Practice them in daily talk, and they will become part of your natural English. Now, let us focus on practice. To speak smartly, you must practice speaking daily. Reading and listening are good, but speaking trains your mouth. Even if you don't have a partner, you can practice by yourself. Talk to yourself in English every day. Here is one smart exercise. Take a simple sentence and replace it with a smarter phrase. For example, instead of saying, I am very tired, say, I'm exhausted. Repeat both sentences aloud. This will train your brain to choose the smart option automatically. Another exercise is shadowing. Listen to a short video or podcast in English, then repeat the words immediately after the speaker, copying their speed and tone. This practice will train your mouth and your ear. It will make your English sound natural and smart. You can also record yourself speaking. Choose a topic, talk for 2 minutes, and record it. Then listen and check. Did you use smart words? Did you sound clear and polite? With each recording, you will hear progress. Over time, your voice will sound stronger and smarter. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. A smart speaker is not someone who never makes mistakes, but someone who learns from them. Each time you practice, you grow. Each time you speak, you move closer to fluency. Remember, smart speaking is not about big vocabulary. It is about clear ideas, polite phrases, and confident delivery. If you focus on these, your English will sound smart, even with simple words. Now that you know many smart words and phrases, it is time to see how they work in real life. Speaking smartly is not only about knowing the words, it is about using them in the right situation. In this part, we will practice real-life examples like conversations with friends, job interviews, and daily life situations. Let us start with small talk, the short conversations you have with people every day. Many learners find small talk difficult because it feels simple, but in English it is very important. If you only answer with yes or no, the talk feels dead. But if you add smart phrases, the talk feels alive. For example, if someone says, "How's your day?" you don't need to just say good. You can say, "Pretty good, thanks for asking." Or, "It's been great so far." These are easy words, but they sound more natural and friendly. That is how smart English works in small talk. When you meet new people, you want to make a good first impression. Instead of saying, "Nice to meet you," every time, you can add more. Try saying, "It's a pleasure to meet you," or "I've heard good things about you." These phrases show confidence and make you sound smart.
Now let us look at conversations with friends. When a friend tells you something good, instead of just saying "good job," you can say "that's awesome," "well done," or "I'm proud of you." These phrases sound more natural and show real emotion. Your English will feel stronger. If your friend is sad, you don't have to only say "don't worry." You can say "things will get better," "I'm here for you," or "stay strong." These are simple but powerful. Smart English is not only about sounding correct, it is also about sounding human. Let us move to work or study life. In meetings or classes, you need to speak clearly. If you agree with someone, you can say, "That's a great point," or "I completely agree." If you want to add your idea, you can say, "I'd like to add something," or "Here's my opinion." These phrases sound professional and smart. In job interviews, you must use smart language. For example, if the interviewer asks, "Tell me about yourself," don't just say, "I'm a student," or "I work in sales." You can say, "I am a motivated learner with experience in sales and I enjoy helping people solve problems." This shows confidence and makes you sound professional. When the interviewer asks about your strengths, don't only say, "I work hard." That is too basic. Instead, say, "I am dedicated, I manage my time well, and I stay focused under pressure." These are clear, strong words that sound much smarter than only hardworking. If they ask about your weaknesses, don't say, "I don't have any." That sounds fake. And don't say something too negative. Instead, say, "Sometimes I focus too much on details, but I'm learning to balance speed and accuracy." This is a smart way to answer honestly and still look confident. Now let us practice polite speaking. Many learners use commands like, "Give me water." This sounds rude. A smart speaker will say, "Could I have some water?" or "Would you mind giving me some water?" These are small changes, but they make you sound polite and smart. In daily life, you also need smart ways to ask for help. Instead of saying, "Help me," which is too strong, you can say, "Could you help me with this?" or "I'd appreciate your help." These polite forms will make people respect you more. When you need to say no, don't always use just no. That can feel rude. Instead, try, "I'm afraid I can't," "Sorry, not this time," or "I'd love to, but I'm busy." These phrases are smart because they say no politely without hurting feelings. Now let's talk about sounding smart in group conversations. If you want to join in, don't interrupt suddenly. Instead, use phrases like, "Can I add something?" or "That reminds me of something." These give you space to join without sounding rude. Sometimes you will not understand someone. Instead of only saying,
what? You can say, sorry, could you repeat that? Or, I didn't catch that. Can you say it again? These are polite and smart ways to ask for clarity. When someone thanks you, don't always say welcome. You can say, no problem, anytime, or glad I could help. These sound natural and friendly. Smart English is about sounding real, not robotic. Now let us talk about sounding smart in writing, like emails or messages. Many learners write too simply, like send me the file. But smart English is polite. Could you please send me the file? Or I would be grateful if you could share the file. These forms show respect. At the same time, don't make your English too heavy. Being smart does not mean using big, hard words. If your English is too difficult, people may not understand you. Smart English is about balance, clear, simple, but confident words. Remember, smart speakers listen as much as they talk. If you listen well, you will answer well. Try to notice the words that native speakers use. Copy their style. Repeat their phrases. Over time, your English will become smart naturally. Finally, keep practicing every day. Don't just read or watch. Speak. Use smart words in your daily talk. If you order food, use polite phrases. If you talk to friends, try new expressions. Step by step, these habits will make your English stronger and smarter. We have now reached the final part of this lesson. You already know how to replace weak words with stronger ones, how to use polite and natural phrases, and how to practice with real-life examples. In this last part, we will focus on how to build daily habits that make your English smart, confident, and natural. The first key is consistency. Many learners study for hours one day and then stop for a week. That is not smart. Smart learning is about small steps every day. Even 10 minutes of speaking practice daily is more powerful than 3 hours once a week. Make English part of your daily life. One smart habit is to choose one phrase each day and use it in conversation. For example, today you can practice saying, "That makes sense." Try to use it 3 times. Tomorrow, pick another phrase like, "I see what you mean." This simple method will grow your smart English day by day. Another smart habit is reading aloud. Take a short story, article, or even your own notes and read them aloud in English. This trains your mouth, improves your voice, and helps you sound more confident. Reading aloud is simple, but it is one of the best exercises for fluency. Recording yourself is also powerful. Choose a topic, talk for 2 minutes, and record it. Then listen and check, did you use smart words? Did you sound clear and polite? With each recording, you will hear progress. Over time, your voice will sound stronger and smarter. Shadowing is another great technique. Play a short video or podcast and repeat the words at the same time as the speaker. Match their tone, speed, and style. This is like singing along with music, but in English. It will help you sound natural and confident. Smart speakers also prepare for common situations. For example, prepare phrases for ordering food, asking for help, or meeting new people. If you practice these in advance, you will not freeze in real life. You will speak quickly, clearly, and smartly. Another tip is to practice with friends or language partners. If you have no partner, talk to yourself. Look in the mirror and pretend you're speaking to someone. This may feel strange at first, but it's a very smart way to train your mouth and build confidence. Confidence is a big part of speaking smartly. If you know the right words but you speak with fear, you will not sound smart. Speak slowly, use pauses, and look confident. Even simple words sound smarter when you deliver them with confidence. When you make mistakes, don't stop. Smart speakers know that mistakes are part of learning. Instead of saying, "Sorry, my English is bad," just keep going. Correct yourself politely if you want, but focus on the message, not the mistake. It is also smart to learn from movies, shows, and podcasts. Notice how native speakers talk in real life. Write down short phrases they use and try them yourself. This is more useful than memorizing long word lists. Copying natural speech makes you sound smarter. Set small goals for yourself. For example, this week, practice using 5 smart alternatives to very. Next week, practice polite requests. Each small goal builds your skills step by step. Over time, these small wins will turn into big fluency. Don't try to learn everything at once. That is not smart. Learn slowly but steadily. Focus on what you can use in your daily life. If you can use a phrase every day, it's worth learning. If you never use it, leave it for later. Another smart move is to think in English. Many learners always translate in their head, and that slows them down. Try to think in simple English sentences. For example, if you're hungry, tell yourself, "I am hungry," instead of thinking it in your first language. This will train your brain. Smart English is also about listening carefully. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Listen to what the other person says. Use phrases like, "I see," or "That's interesting," to show you are paying attention. Good listening makes your speaking smarter. Practice also means using your body. Smart speakers use eye contact, hand gestures, and a calm voice. These make your English stronger even if your words are simple. Communication is not only about words, it's about how you deliver them. Finally, be patient. Speaking smartly in English will not happen overnight, but if you follow these steps, practice daily, use smart phrases, stay confident, you will see progress. Each day you will sound more natural, more polite, and more powerful in English. To end this lesson, remember one thing. Smart English is simple English spoken with confidence. You don't need hard words, you don't need perfect grammar, you only need the right phrases, a clear voice, and the courage to speak. If you practice daily, you will become a smart English speaker.